Well, hello there, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're well. I've actually really got the go slows today. Like I woke up ready for anything. I don't know, it's taken me 10 years to do the most basic of tasks. Anyway, I've had a recommendation to do another build challenge, which we seem to do a lot of these days. Just in advance, if I furnish your country or a country you're familiar with and I do a terrible job and you're like, that's not it, I apologize, but I will try my best. So yesterday's video was actually this build where we built like a quote unquote hidden garden house behind a terrace. So basically, it looks like it's a terrace house at the front, but it's not what it seems because there's a modern house at the back and throughout it. So you guys can check that out. I'll link it in the description down below. But I also left this house for you guys to furnish if you wanted to. And I've just extended it ever so slightly for the purpose of this challenge today, because I thought we could apply our challenge to this side and give it a renovation. I'm actually really curious to see how this goes, because I wonder if we can pull it off so it actually looks somewhat cohesive, or if it's just gonna look like a hot mess of different styles put together. I guess it depends on what we get and how strongly we apply those aesthetics. So I thought we could do each continent or major continents, and that way we'll get a nice mix. So let's pick one from Europe. Here we go, Spain. Okay, so Spanish design, I'm not that familiar with. I've never been to Spain. However, I've probably mostly seen the Americanized version of it. Like this is probably the typical thing I'm more familiar with. This is actually beautiful. Look at all of those exposed beams. Okay, I've got a feel. Oh, that kitchen's really pretty too. Painted tiles. Old world elements, like antique benches, unique shapes, and aged brass fixtures, arched doors, and terracotta tiles, and dark rattan furniture. Okay. Oh, I'm excited for this because we actually put terracotta tiles on this side of the house. And because we actually have a staircase in here, we could do a Spanish-inspired wrought iron stair railing, although I've just realized that this is The Sims and we are pretty limited with wrought iron, I can't say it, stair railing. I mean, I guess we could use this. Not ideal, but it's okay. Or this one. I feel like this other one's more closer to what I understand is Spanish. And then I feel like we could go with this kind of a wall. This would be cool if it had a proper chimney and didn't get cut off halfway. We could do a modern twist with this. Maybe? I don't know. I'm the wrong person to do this, but I have to try my best. I'm so sorry if you're watching and you are from Spain and you're like, what is this girl doing? Maybe these tiles are better. Maybe these curved windows. I know they're probably a little bit simplified maybe. Oh, what about this? Could this be viewed as a little bit Spanish? Maybe. It's an irregular shape. Maybe with a curtain over it to cover it up a bit, it'll look better. Like with these. I really just want to use this fireplace. It doesn't make sense. What about this one? Because it's more simple. Maybe this one, because it kind of vibes with the walls, you know? What about this Get Famous rug? And then they suggested dark wood furniture classics. I like this couch, because this is Moroccan. Oh, what about this? This is probably, I reckon this is a safer option. I'm really torn whether to use like this rug, one of these, or if we should be going more like this, or even this one. But then that kind of looks ruined. We need to have a wrought iron like light hanging down, or an aged brass. This, right? Is that right? Please tell me that's okay. Get rid of this sconce. My mom has been to Spain, but I have not. What about this? Is that more of an outdoor light? I need like really nice wrought iron light fixtures. Oh, this one from Batu actually doesn't look that bad, size down. Honestly, that's kind of nice. And then we need lots of greenery. So let's do like a big size down plant over here. A big size down plant, okay. This, absolute fave. Do we think this is looking Spanish at all? Am I doing kind of the right thing? I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm scared to read the comments. What would you put on the table? This is a safe option. I have to say, I do feel like I am learning a lot from this challenge already, just from doing something I'm not familiar with. So I love that. I feel like it kind of works. We already have wooden elements, which is good. What about this? I know it's from the Moroccan kit, but it's got the terracotta material. This is one of my favorite things. Now this, I know this is Moroccan, but I don't know if that would pass for also being Spanish. So I might go with this tea set. I hope that isn't too, I don't know, Victorian looking. It might be though. It's a risk. I'm taking the risk and I will learn if it's wrong. Where's my favorite little plant? Here it is. You know what? I think that's almost done. I would like to do a feature wall, but I'm just a little unsure about it. All of my reference images have just plain like cream and white stucco walls, or stucco, however you say it. Like there's literally not another color in them. Oh, maybe we could put like a mirror over here. Break it up a little bit. That looks good. And I just feel as though we need a little side table moment over here. It just looks like it's asking for one. Ooh, that's nice. Like a classic lamp. Oh, but then there's like a lamp and a lamp. We'll put some books there. Okay, how is that for our Spanish room? Can I add one more color to it? Like what happens if this was a color or the yellow? Can we do the yellow? Oh, this just feels so risky. I don't know. I need to travel the world. The blue's really nice. You know what? I think the blue works. You know what? Let's keep one blue feature wall. And that is our Spanish room. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. We have Thailand for our dining room. So I remember Chrissy Teigen's house that I was absolutely in love with. I loved her old house so much from what I could see online. I haven't been there. And I remember their dining room was inspired by Thailand, I think. So the first thing I think of is actually looking at their dining room. Like this is a contemporary, extremely high-end interpretation, I guess. A beautiful cabinetry and rug. I was sad when they sold that house. I was like, oh my God, how could they sell it? Okay, looking at Thailand dining. Okay, again, dark woods. Well, this is definitely not what we want. Maybe we could do like a feature wall. I feel like Thai is hard to do. I think I might go for a little bit of a modern twist in here, but this is hard. I feel like a screen could be good, but not this one. Preferably one without photographs all over it. Maybe this could pass as a decorative element. And something circular? Am I on the right track here? I want to put these boxes somewhere, but the room's too small. Yeah, I'm extending the room a bit. Hey, what happened to my screen? Ooh, what about these lights? I feel like these kind of work. And to tie it into this room, we can probably use the blue again, I think. I think we can kind of blend them together. This is actually looking pretty nice. I wish we had a pendant light with shells coming off of it. I think that would look really pretty. I know this is probably a lot more Japanese style, but I wanted to get some beautiful flowers for the table. Maybe these? Maybe that's like just some bright flowers. I need them in a little bowl, like floating in a bowl. I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure if I've done a very good job of the Thailand dining room. I'm just really not familiar with what it's actually like in Thailand. So this is kind of what I came up with. Let me know in the comments down below if I did okay or if it's bad. Next up, kitchen. For Africa, we got Mauritius. A Mauritius kitchen. I would like to go to Mauritius. I would love to go there. So Mauritius traditional dress is stunning, colorful, and the food looks incredible. So I'm seeing a lot of images like this, and I'm not sure if this is more the resort aesthetic, more so than the true aesthetic of Mauritius. I'm actually a little confused. So maybe we'll go with this combined with the beautiful traditional textiles and then be inspired by the costumes combined with that. So we'll get some color in there. Okay, so right now this kitchen's looking really bland and very resort-like, I would say. So I think the hard part is going to be getting some color into here to at least show some Mauritian elements. I've got these bar stools inspired by some of the colors in the outfits I saw. And that's really the only thing so far. Definitely need some bright fruit. I feel like they must have really nice fruit in Mauritius. Oh, that's what we could have done for Thailand. We could have put like a really nice fruit bowl on the table. I'm wondering if these tiles could be maybe a little bit reflective of the outfits we saw. Or these. Or we could get away from the whole resort looking feel and just go with really vibrant colors. You know, I think I'll keep it simple and then we can add the color to it as we go. Okay? Like maybe the blue of the sea. Ooh, we could even do this kind of flooring because that's ocean inspired. How else can we incorporate color from this beautiful country into this space? A tropical flower wall? Colorful lights? No. What about if we put in like a really colorful seating area? The only problem is the bin. I feel like you don't really want to sit that close to. Maybe this bin is too big. Let's make it a little smaller. Oh, this kind of reminds me of some of the beautiful skirts and floral outfits. Oh my gosh, I just realized that whole time doing the Mauritius kitchen, I've been cropped in on my game instead of showing the game. I'm so sorry. So what I ended up doing is kind of half inspired by the traditional Mauritius costumes and outfits, the floral, the color in this table, and the plants and whatnot. But then I've also kind of combined that sense of the ocean and the sea and also the resorts in here as well. So kind of combine the two. I feel like it's turned out better than maybe the Thailand room. I just really don't know about this one. I think we did okay for Spanish though. That one seems a little safer. Anyway, let's move on upstairs. Let's do this bedroom. North America, United States. Well, that's easy. That's so easy. Maybe we can do, I mean, I don't know. I've kind of given up on the fact of, or the idea of this house looking, all the rooms like kind of blending together and looking good. I feel like we should go for like New York City industrial apartment type of deal, maybe. I mean, let's just have fun with it. So let's do maybe a Brooklyn warehouse look. The United States of America. I guess these doors don't really suit that idea. Get famous dusty old floorboards. We could do like this over the window. I mean, didn't factories have those shutters or were they on the other side? I don't know which side they would have been on. Maybe we can have two on this side and then over here we'll do like a regular blind or something. I don't know if you guys from the US are gonna be like, why are you doing a warehouse apartment? Because New York City is awesome and some of the warehouse apartments look incredible. So that's why we're doing this. But don't worry, I know that there's many different aesthetics in America. We can have one light up on the wall here. Oh, I love this light. This is a fun warehouse looking light. Ooh, and we should definitely put some graffiti behind the bed head as well. There was a really cool hotel I stayed in Brooklyn. I think it was called the Wythe Hotel or the Wythe Hotel. And that actually kind of was this style. And they have the most amazing rooftop bar. I think I stayed there for one night because it's so expensive and it was like a special birthday night. It was like one night of luxury at the Wythe Hotel. And then I think I went to the Chelsea Youth Hostel. And that was really good too. That was a good one as well. From memory, I had a private bathroom there though. So it wasn't like a shared space. It was one of the private rooms. So you may be able to tell I feel a little bit more confident with US design because out of all the countries we've already done, this is the only place that I've been to out of them. This is what sucks about living in Australia because you're so far away from so many places. It's not like when you're in Europe, you can go to lots of different countries. It's like 30 hours of flying to get anywhere. Oh yeah, this is the graffiti that reminds me of the one at the Wythe Hotel, the Wythe Hotel. It was very similar to this. Probably move this across actually. I'll put an American football in here. Do we call it gridiron in Australia? I think that's what you call it. I feel like high school years has American items because it's like American schools. But maybe it's only the football that really screams America to me. A locker? I don't don't know, lockers are kind of American. They're in a lot of American TV shows, like high schools, but I had a locker at high school too, so maybe not. Oh well, that's very New York looking warehouse to me. Okay, and then we have another bedroom or an office. Well, we can really make this into whatever we want. So we'll go to South America for this. For the hallway, South America, Peru. When I think of Peru, I think about the tapestry design. Like, this is what I think about. Okay, the only problem is we really don't have much to pick from in terms of tapestries and whatnot. Like, these are the best things I have, and these can be inspired by the mountains. I really wish we had better options for the artwork. I know this is more old Victorian, but I'm trying to find tapestries. I mean, this kind of works. Maybe if we layer some of these. Okay, I am really not bringing Peru into The Sims 4 here. I've tried and it's just not really working. I think I've just tried to find tapestries, lots and lots of tapestries. You know what? That's a really hard one. I don't know, might have been a little bit of a fail. All right, the last room, my neck of the woods, Tonga, cool. So this is where Tonga is, just above New Zealand, right here. And this is some artwork. I've seen a lot of Tongan tattoos. So this is kind of the vibe, Polynesian. So I probably think like rattan textures, anything inspired by Tongan tattoos, that Polynesian vibe. I think we should do maybe like a home office. One of the cabinet makers who came to our house and did our wardrobes was Tongan. He was so nice. He said he was moving back to New Zealand, so I was sad. Something tells me these lights no longer fit in this room or this door. Island living is great because it's got a lot of Polynesian influence. So I'm just gonna go to town. Oh, awesome. This is actually such a cool challenge to do because you do get to appreciate different aesthetics, which I guess I don't really usually think about all that much when playing The Sims. Like, I like using different aesthetics, but I don't really think about it as like separate places in the world so much or country specific as much. It's a good change. An easel in there. Oh dear, look at these lights. Probably not ideal. Go like that. There's a cool couch. Is that maybe too much for a home office though? Maybe like a smaller sitting area is more appropriate. Okay, well let's have a look at our finished Every Room is a Different Country house. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm probably not gonna upload this to the gallery just because it's a bit of a hot mess with all the different windows. But you can download this build and do your own renovation of this house already on the gallery. My username's Deligracy. It'll be up there. It's also friendly for console downloads as well. So our first room is Spain, and I feel like we did a pretty good job of this. Like, as someone who hasn't been to Spain, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like we did okay. I mean, you guys tell me, how did I do? Is it decent? The next room was Thailand. I feel like this wasn't my best work. I'd like to have a go at this again, to be honest. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's very good. Let me know what you think. Please be nice. The kitchen's Mauritius, and this one was a tough one. Again, I've never been there. I was a little bit unsure about how to merge kind of the tourist aesthetic with the cultural aesthetic. That was kind of tricky. I think the stools look good. Not sure about the back tiles. But this side of the room's probably much better than the other side of the room. Upstairs hallway may be the worst one. That was Peru. It was just difficult to find textiles that work. I don't know. I feel bad. I don't know, guys. Let's forget about this one. I did bad. Then we had United States of America. So we did a New York penthouse apartment. This I felt the most confident with because it's the only place I've actually been to. And I feel like this is convincing with what I've seen in Brooklyn. And then last of all, we had Tonga, which I haven't been to, but I guess I feel a little bit more familiar with this kind of style. So this one wasn't as difficult as, say, Peru. And also it does help that there's lots of items in the game that I feel like reflect this aesthetic. So anyway, you guys, let me know how it went. I'm nervous to post this video. I feel like I did so bad. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you thought. Maybe focus on the good things. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me an easier challenge next time, and I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll speak to you soon. Dag dag.